Glory be to God in the highest. You're welcome again to another episode of Scripture Nugget for Living. Today I'll be sharing from the book of 1 Samuel, chapter 2, from verse 6 to verse 8. I read from the New King James Version of the Bible. It reads, "The Lord kills and makes alive. He brings down to the grave and brings up. The Lord makes poor and makes rich. He brings low and lifts up." Verse 8. He raises the poor from the dust and lifts the beggar from the ash heap to set them among princes and make them inherit the throne of glory. For the pillars of the earth are the Lord's, and he has set the world upon them. If you look at this scripture very well, you see there's a lot of emphasis on the Lord. The Lord. E, capital letter E, making it, that's the pronoun used for God there. He has set the word up. He has set the word upon them. E, the Lord. This scripture tells us about the sovereignty of God and the ability of God to be able to turn things around. The Bible records here that the Lord sets the beggar on the throne. He lifts him from the dust. Right? That looks like what only God can do. You understand? So are you going through difficult times today, or challenging times, or a hopeless situation that seems as if all hope is lost and there cannot be a positive turnaround? I bring you this chat today that do not lose sight of the fact that there is a God that rules and reigns in the affairs of men, and is a sovereign God. Him alone can lift the beggar from the ash heap and raise the poor from the dust. You can imagine this scenario is something that may not be possible naturally, except there is a divine intervention. Imagine a beggar being lifted from the dust or from the ash heap, and a poor person being lifted from the dust to set them among princes. This is what God can do. Jeremiah chapter 32 verse 27 records that he says, "Behold, I am the Lord, the God of all flesh. Is there anything too hard for me to do?" Nothing is too difficult for our God to do. Commit that situation that you're going through to God's hand. He can turn it around for your good. Even if the enemy has done whatever they intended to do and they meant it for evil, God can always turn it around for your good. Because according to the scripture that we are anchoring on today, he says, God can raise the poor from the dust and can lift the beggar from the ash heap to set them among princes. And he also says that the Lord kills and make alive. It shows you that there are some things that are just within the purview of God. You cannot question him. He's just a sovereign God. He can decide to do whatever he wants. And there's a song in my language that says that, I'll try to translate. It says, I have a fear of God. Whatever he has decided, I'm in awe of God. Whatever he has decided to do, no man can question him. No man can question his authority. So if you serve this kind of living God, the one whose authority cannot be questioned, release your faith for a positive turnaround in what you're going through. No matter how hopeless the situation looks, just believe that God that can raise the beggar from the poor, that can raise the poor from the dust, and the beggar from the ash heap, to set them among princes and make them inherit the throne of glory. He can also cause a positive turnaround for you, no matter how horrible or how hopeless the situation looks, because he is a sovereign God. As you go about your day-to-day activities today, believe that our God is a sovereign God. He is the God of all flesh, and there is nothing too difficult for him to do. God bless you.